Hello, how are you doing? So in this video I wanted to show you how I repot my orchids, and it starts with making the bark mixture with some orchid mixture, and it is all pre-made. I only added some bark because that is what my orchids tend to like. And this one I bought very small. You see it is grown already, it has new growth. And here you can see that this one has also new growth with the roots, and it even has a little baby. Isn't that cute? This one already had like two, so in total this orchid gave me three new plants like this one. Also, this one was cut from that mother plant, and as you can see it is now healthy and it has some new growth as well. And but this one I cannot get out of this pot, so the best thing for me to do is to make sure that I can gently get it out of this little plastic thing and then put it in water, so it will become easier to take that sponge like material out of the roots. And this is another one. Oh yeah, I just showed you that this is the mother plant. She already gave like two orchids and another one is in the making, so three in total. I just said that, but as you can see I have had this one in my possession for a long time, and it is time to cut down these old roots. They are no longer functioning. They are basically going to make sure that the soil is going to be dirty with the dead roots, dead material. So I'm going to clean in between the roots so that it has full space to grow and to release new roots. This is something basically that I do once in a while. I'm going to cut down the stem. It is still good, but I don't think it is really necessary to keep it in its entirety. As you can see, you see these small green buds? That is new roots that are going to make sure that this plant will be staying hydrated. Well, you can see these roots are white, but that is because it is above the soil. Once they are in the mixture in the soil and the bark that I just pre-made, it will become green and they will change color. So as you can see, it has completely absorbed all the water. And then if I gently loosen up the roots, it will be very easy and smooth transition from this thing. You know, they do this like because the baby plant is like so young, and it will, because it's like a sponge material. I don't know what it is, maybe cocoa peat, but it's some kind of mixture. But the plant is old enough to sustain itself without it, so that's why it is time to repot it, and it will do absolutely fine. As you can see right here, it is a big pot, and I'm going to completely submerge the roots in its entirety, and we will see in the end of the video how this plant is doing after 2 weeks, and if it was a good decision to repot it, or maybe should I have thrown it away. What do you think? Will it survive, or is this just a plant that is going to die off? And then I made another one. So for this little one, I think this pot is too big, but you know, this is what I have, and I decided to use it. I did not repot it in the coming period. I just kept it in here, and I will show you the end result in a minute. So this is the new home, but this one I decided to repot because I think that this is a bit too big. So you will see that it has changed from this big pot into a small one in a minute. So yeah, this is how I repot my orchids. And now let's look at the end result after 2 weeks. How are they doing? So here is the end result. As you can see, I changed this orchid into a very small pot because it was way too big. It is doing fine. It's now 2 weeks later. This one has new growth and even releasing a fourth leaf. Isn't that cute? And then we have the other orchid, which is also doing fine and has more new growth. A new leaf is coming up, and it even has a new root just springing up at the side.